Welcome to the Gospel Road. We're going to look at Romans 12 today. It says, I appeal to you, therefore, brothers, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind, that by testing you may discern what is the will of God, and what is good and acceptable and perfect. For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. For as in one body we have many members, and the members do not all have the same function. So we, though many, are one body in Christ, and individually members of one another. Having gifts that differ according to the grace given to us, let us use them, if prophecy, in the proportion to our faith, if service, in our servicing, the one who teaches in his teaching, the one who exhorts in his exhortation, exhortation, the one who contributes in generosity, the one who leads with zeal, the one who does acts of mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be genuine. Abhor what is evil. Hold fast to what is good. Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor. Do not be slothful in zeal. Be fervent in spirit. Serve the Lord. Rejoice in hope. Be patient in tribulation. Be constant in prayer. Contribute to the needs of the saints and seek to show hospitality. Bless those who persecute you. Bless and do not curse them. Rejoice with those who rejoice. Weep with those who weep. Live in harmony with one another. Do not be haughty, but associate with the lowly. Never be wise in your own sight. Repay no evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. Beloved, never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord. To the contrary, if your enemy is hungry, feed him. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink. For by doing you will heap burning coals on his head. Do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Romans 12. It says, rejoice in hope, be patient in tribulation, and be constant in prayer. There's a lot of pieces in here that we can really use to better ourselves as we're really trying to be that better person today. Trying to really help others to be better. It says, do not conform to this world, but be transformed by the renewal of your mind. There's a lot that can be pulled from that, because many things when it comes to change for us has to be a renewing of your mind. So we hear this all the time. I'm going on a diet because I need to lose weight for my wedding. I need to lose weight for an event coming up. I need to lose weight because I want to get back in my swimsuit. Many reasons why, both men and women. I've heard it on both sides. So they just want to go on a diet to lose weight. Well, the thing is, going on a diet that's temporary. You may lose the weight, but then most likely if you're not holding yourself true or you go back to the old habits, you're going to put that weight on, and if not more. See, when you're trying to change something about you, it's a lifestyle change, which is a renewing of your mind. So you've got to start thinking different. You have to start doing things different if you're wanting to be better at something, to be better at doing things for yourself, to be better at doing things for others. So yeah, that's transforming your mind. It's changing your lifestyle to be better. Is it easy? No. Do people want to hear it? No. Because everybody is so comfortable in their current state. But at the same time, they want to complain about that current state. We see that every day. I mean, as we go on and look at this, is how they're talking about we are one body with many members. I mean, we go to work every day. Guess what? The job, the company, that's one body with many members that has a responsibility in that body to do their job, to make sure it's all flowing properly. It's all working properly. Using your gift to help that company be the best that it can be, to help your department be the best that they can be. We also go through this of living in harmony, loving one another, showing honor to one another. We are so far from living in harmony, so far from living in peace. In fact, we hear so many times that if someone does something wrong to one another, they are going to get back at them. That's right. They will repay because of what they have done. We need to be the bigger person. We've heard it of be the bigger man. If someone does something to you, you just let that go. Take the higher ground. And you always have heard the statement, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. At the end here it says, feeding your enemy when they're hungry, giving them drink when they're thirsty. It's like heaping burning coals on their head. But do not overcome evil, but overcome evil with good. When people are doing things to you, love them. They're not treating you with respect, love them. Which goes back to rejoicing in hope. There is hope. Be happy. Rejoice in that. When you're going through those hard times, that tribulation, patience, which we all can learn that. And then be constant in prayer. Pray like Daniel. So we're trying to be the best that we can be and trying to use, as they say, sober judgment, which is like being logical, not emotional. Because when you start making rash decisions, start making judgments emotionally, you're doing it because of how you feel right now, not looking at the big picture of what needs to actually be done. And many times by making that judgment like that, you will make a wrong judgment, a poor judgment, something that could hurt you or others in the long run. So think with a sober judgment. Wait until you calm down. Try and take in that 30,000 foot view. We've heard that a lot. You're able to go above and look to see what that entire picture is, rather than just what is happening in your face, immediately right there. We all have gifts. One thing I've been hearing a lot at work is having the right people in the right chairs. And we know that does not always happen when you go places. Not everyone is the right person in the right chair, but we hear that a lot. But the goal is to be the best that we can be. And maybe if you're not the right person in the chair that you in, can you become the right person for that chair? Is that something that's in your wheelhouse that you can learn, that you could understand, that you can really be the best at what you're doing? You know, the Bible tells us that we're not working for our manager or our boss, or the owner of the company, but we're working for God. So wherever your job is, even though you have someone above you, you're not working to impress them. You're working to impress God. To do it out of your honor for Him, your love for Him, because you're wanting to do the best job that you can to make God proud. I know that's not always easy to remember because we have to deal with the human piece every day. See those people every day. Maybe you don't always see them. You hear about them, though. You know they're there. You know, lurking over your head. But how can we be the best that we can be to really help others to do that as well? Loving one another. Lifting up one another, encouraging one another, inspiring, motivating. How can you help someone be the best that they can be? How can you be the best that you can be? You know, how can I be better today than I was yesterday? How can I be better tomorrow than I was today? You know, how are we treating one another? As I've always said, it comes down to love. I'm not the only one. But, you know, when reading the Bible, you can come down to one word describing the entire Bible, and it's love. Because in the Old Testament, it's God's love for His children, His people, that He's given them promises that He's going to take them to the land of milk and honey, and then He is going to protect them like a father. He is going to get them to where they need to be. Come hell or high water, it's going to happen. There was frustration along the way. He was disappointed along the way, but he kept pushing it forward. The New Testament is now love for everyone, honor, you know, the loving each other, that brotherly love, that family love, that we are all part of one body and we need to really help each other be the best that they can be. Love God, love your neighbor, love yourself. Not putting yourself on a pedestal by any means, because we are not any better than the person next to us. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what seat that you're in. You put your pants on one leg at a time, just like the person beneath you. But they're not beneath you, because you are the same. You have just made different decisions, had better opportunities than they have. Doesn't make you better. Just put you in a different position. You know, you put your pants on one leg at a time, your shirt on one arm at a time. Your dress one arm at a time. because it's the ladies too. It's not just the guys. It's all of us. And none of us are better than one another. We are all equal in the eyes of God because we are his children and he loves all of us. So we need to love one another with that same love, that same yearning to want the person to have the best. Now, as they say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And that is so true. Because maybe you're trying to help someone to have a better life, but unless they're willing to make that sacrifice or willing to take those steps or willing to step out in faith, you can't make it happen. Some people are just in certain aspects of life, and that's where they're always going to be. And there's nothing that can be done about it because that's the choice that they're making. It's unfortunate, but it's the choice that they're making. But you still can just help them by loving them, encouraging them, praying for them, helping them be the best that they can be. What is it that we need to change? How do we need to renew our mind, to change how we're doing things, to change how we're thinking, to be that better person? And to not put yourself on any pedestal. To not put yourself over anyone. There's just so much happening in the world, good and bad, that we have to try and deal with this the best we can. And it's not easy. But we get by. Romans 12. That's what we were looking at today. Be sure to see that, to read it. What does it do for you to help you be a better person, to help others really grow? To share that love with each other, that unconditional love, that brotherly love, that sibling love, family love. And sometimes families don't love very well. If you enjoyed this, you can always share it with others on social media. Be sure to give me a rating as well on your favorite platform that you're listening. I always appreciate that. But you can find me as well on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, My Buddy Jimmy. Also, mybuddyjimmy.com. In fact, last week I did get a couple more podcasts out for my story time. So things just have really been busy. I know I've been chatting about that, dealing with my parents. Again, thank you for the prayers. My mom doing better. Still a long journey. I'll be saying that for a while. My dad is my dad. I'm not really sure I'm not really sure about that one. I know I'm getting ready to have another birthday, so 1 year older. Tennessee Ernie Ford, 1 year older and deeper in debt. 16 tons, and what do you get? Thank you, though, for listening. I really appreciate it. Romans 12. How can that help you be better? Read it this week. Really take it to heart, to see what it is that you need to do to change, to renew your mind, to be better, to transform into something more than what you are. To really sharpen your skills, to sharpen your gifts as you use them daily. Thank you for listening to The Gospel Road. Have a great day. God bless. Spinal adjustments provided by Dr. Chad Rolfson. The Spinal Tuning Chiropractic Center is a Des Moines area low flat fee per month unlimited chiropractic care practice. When life happens, just adjust. Schedule today at spinaltuning.com. If you're looking for help with software, app, web development, be sure to check out my friends at ingenuitycompany.com. They believe in their clients. Software development, app development, web development, visioning, design thinking, diagramming, organizational development, strategy. They can help you at the Ingenuity Company. Find out more at ingenuitycompany.com. Barbecue provided by Kenny's Rib Wagon, catering ribs for your pleasure and serving daily at Plaza Pub, 62nd and Douglas in Des Moines, across from Merle Hay Mall. Find Kenny's Rib Wagon on Facebook.
The Jimmy Olsen Radio Network.